unfortunately.
Well, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another Diablo 4 video. Today we are progressing. Today is the part 2 of the Frozen Tundra Necromancer. Now we made a lot of progress, we got a lot of changes, so we want to talk about them and give that information to y'all so you can judge your build and try to mimic some of the things I do on this build. So let's get to it. First of all, we're going to go over the skills. Then we're going to go over the stats and the gear and talk about some of the other things. Alright. We got Skeleton Warrior. Here are the modifiers. Decrepify. Corpse Tendrils. Army of the Dead. Hemorrhage. And Skeleton Mage. Here are the stats. And here's the gear. Oh, for the talisman, we are utilizing the Piece of the Black Shroud set. The Roderick Seal has an extra charm slot, and the unique charm is Blood Moon Breaches. So how we play this build is we run around, we cast Corpse Tendrils to get Barrier and Fortify. You want to keep this up as much as possible. And you also want to get your stacks up of Overpower as soon as possible. You want to get them to 7. And with your gear piece that gives you Overpower every so many seconds, you're going to keep 6 to 7 stacks of Overpower throughout the whole run. And you have to do this basically every dungeon or every pit or every activity, anything like that, at every boss fight. Once you have your mages summoned, you don't really need to worry about that. And essentially, you just use skeleton warriors on very tanky enemies or enemies that are in a bubble that are evading your mage damage. So essentially, you could put another unique charm here and have Blood Moon Breaches on. I just haven't found any that are really good yet. And give me +3 to skeleton mage. So that's kind of where I'm at. I talked about the helm. It's really good. It's hard to replace. I even put a Shaco on and I was still felt a lot smoother having more mages versus the more damage. And I was getting 100,000 more damage with the Shaco on, but it is what it is. And here is the piece that gives us the Overpower stacks continuously adding on. I talked about this in the last video. And you also want to have that synergize with maximum Overpower stacks while fortified. You're going to be having that with Corpse Tendrils procced, giving you that fortify. Now, something I messed around with before I got the Grandfather, it's not ideal with the 12 item quality. Could be 30, or I could get the gem strength here, which I'm really looking forward to, but I haven't got that yet. Before I was using the Grandfather, I was using these two pieces. A really good crafted sickle here with all damage, crit strike damage, crit chance. So we had about 12% crit chance, and then we have a really good shield here, which gave us 18% crit chance. So basically that's two different varieties. We can test both of them, I don't mind. So let's run a pit 90 really quick and see what the difference is for the most part. Get our stacks up and rock corpse tendrils. Our damage is at 12 million. And 9 million for the skeleton warriors. Now we're going to do a run with the grandfather. Now I'm going to briefly go over the skill tree. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to show you the path I took and some of the legendary nodes so you know which board to select. First of all, these are the glyphs that I used. So this board is the one with the summon damage and the skeletal warrior damage and skeletal mage damage. This one has the scent of death. This one has frailty. And this one has bloodbath. So this is kind of our pathing that we took. Took the summon damage nodes. Damage to injured, damage to healthy. Got some resistances, fortify damage. Damage per overstock is big. Damage per overstack is big. Fortify damage, overpower damage. And finally, vulnerable and crowd control. Now, if you can't get grandfather, I definitely think having those other two options are very good. Being able to get the increased summon damage and then also the cold damage is great against chilled enemies and frozen because your boots do chill enemies, and overall that is synergy is pretty good. Now for the Book of the Dead, I had sacrificed the Reapers. We have cold mages with this selection. And golems are sacrificed for increased critical strike damage. Here's the skill tree really quick. And that's about it. It is a very simple build. You can just blast through content, and I have been doing Torment 10, which I was doing Torment 8 and 9 before, and now things are just so much better, so much smoother. So, what do you think of the build? What kind of things can I do to improve this build and make it better? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, comment below, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. See you, goodbye.